Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to Thursday Night Live with SheLovesThee. I am so excited to fellowship with you all tonight. If you guys could do me a favor and hit the like button and share with some of your fellow friends. We're going to have fun tonight. We're going to have a good time tonight. It's all right. We're going to have a good time tonight. It's all right. Hey, Miss Shanetta. Hey, Dr. Carrie. Hey, Nephew 1 and Nephew 2. Thetis, Jay White. Hey, Mrs. Smith. And hey, Quay. Everybody, I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. Hey, Miss AC. Look, we are going to have fun tonight. I'm hoping that Mr. Ford gets up here tonight, and I'm, looking forward to asking him those questions that we have. Stock Talk, of course, we're talking basketball. Of course. How's that Bethune-Cookman versus Alabama State game? I heard Alabama State was making a comeback. How's that game going? Of course, we're going to talk SWAC basketball. Y'all go ahead and like the live. Hey, Mr. Cook. Mr. Cook said he want to get his. He's getting his tickets. I know that's right. Get your tickets. Oh dang. Hey, Miss Mac. Should I order some Wingstop and catch A&M beat FAMU in basketball game about to come on? Okay. You forgot Thetis. You forgot about Miss Mary. Miss Mary from FAMU. He gonna speak to Miss Mary from FAMU too. Yes. Okay. Before we get started and I get like really, really distracted, go ahead and put your questions in the comments that you want me to ask Mr. Ford or that you want to talk about so I can go ahead and star them so I'll be able to keep track of things. Tonight, we are going to be doing, I want to say, HBCU Legacy Bowl, of course, SWAC basketball. Let me see. we're going to talk about Southern football. Mr. Ford actually bought this up the other night. And so it's made its airwaves. It's been clipped and it went viral. So we're going to talk about Perry White. Wait a minute, who fighting? Who is fighting? We're going to do our Black history, of course. And so, yes. So let me go ahead and see what I done bookmarked up over here. Now, did we talk about? No, we didn't. So, of course, they had the HBCU series for baseball to open up the season. And, you know, it didn't end how I would have liked it to end, which is, of course, Jackson State on Sunday night beating out Alcorn State. It didn't end how I wanted it, but nonetheless, I thought it was very competitive. I think the problem that I had with it is the Jackson State. Wait, what does it say? Jackson State was winning, and they were winning by a lot. So for me, it's kind of like difficult to see us. I think they were winning 6-1, like through the 5th inning, and then they just gave up a lead, and then they tied it. Okay, got one. I got one question. I only got one question, y'all. Don't y'all get to asking questions once we get to cracking in here being messy. I'm not going to be able to keep up. So if you guys have a question, go ahead and ask it now. So let me go ahead and bring up those scores for you in baseball. I'm not necessarily a baseball expert, but I know that the pitcher was giving up a lot of runs, a lot of walks. They weren't even runs; they were walks, and I felt some type of way about that. Don't be over there walking all these players. All right, let's see. Jackson State still in first place for the Commissioner's Cup. Dang, it's a lot of games. Oh, Lord hammers. It's only been like 3 days and there's like 40 games. There's only been like 3 days of baseball and there's 40 games. I can't keep up. All right. So, I'm gonna run through it, y'all. Y'all bear with me. I want to make sure that I am covering all sports, especially the ones that are currently in competition. So y'all bear with me, and I'm going to go ahead and start. Of course, as you know, Friday the 13th, that was basically the kickoff for baseball in the NCAA, or, college baseball. And so in the SWAC, Texas Southern beat Alabama A&M. Arkansas Pine Bluff falls to Lindenwood. Okay, so let me do scores. Texas Southern wins 6-4. This was, of course, the HBCU Legacy Series. Arkansas Pine Bluff lost to Lindenwood. Texas Southern played somebody else. I don't know. I think that's a mistake. Or maybe they played more than one game. Texas Southern beat somebody 6-4. Damn, they don't have a 10-run rule. Stephen F. Austin beat Mississippi Valley 17-2. Why do they not have a 10-run rule? That's ridiculous. they stopped after 7 innings because that was enough. That was enough. Alcorn State loses to Grambling State 1-11. Grambling State, I don't know why it's doing that. Southern lost to Miami University, Ohio, 11-1. Damn, Stephen F. Austin beat Valley again, 15-3. We can't be talking. Jackson State lost to Prairie View 4-10. Oh, God. Bethune-Cookman beat Bradley 2-1. Okay. And then Stephen F. Austin beat Valley 14-5 again. And Lindenwood beat Arkansas Pine Bluff again. Texas Southern beat Grambling State 9-8. Prairie View beat Alcorn State 15-10. And then they come back around. At least Jackson State did beat Alabama A&M 6-1. Damn. Mississippi, Ohio beat Southern 15-2. Lord have mercy. Where is the 10-run rule? And how many damn games is Valley and Stephen F. Austin going to play? Stephen F. Austin beat Valley 10-0. Grambling State, damn near, I think they went undefeated. They beat Alabama A&M on Sunday 9-7. And then, of course, Alcorn State beat Jackson State. I think it was like, what, the 10th inning maybe? 8-7. Yep, 10th inning. That was brutal. Not Grambling lost to Wiley University. I wonder if that's Wiley, like Wiley that used to be in the SWAC Wiley. Nephew, you over there saying poor Valley, shoot, poor Jackson State. All right, we're going to get it together. Damn, Middle Tennessee beat Alabama A&M 19-2. Florida International beat Bethune-Cookman 12-5. Listen, we need a 10-run rule. Dang, why they don't have a 10-run rule? We got beat by yesterday, Ole Miss 18-3 in 7 innings. Oh, Mississippi State beat Alcorn State 19-0. We just over here getting, are these money games? Can somebody help me with this baseball thing? Let me turn this off. Those look like straight money games. Why were they like that? That was terrible. Even if it's a series, can we get a 10-run rule? All right, moving right along. Let's go. Yeah, we might as well hit up basketball. Lord have mercy. So the hype is not gone. I'm still excited about it, which is Jackson State beating those Wildcats. That was a good game, a complete good game. Why we haven't been playing like that, I will never know. I mean, that's how you want to play every single week, and I think that they're getting the hang of it. Deshaun Ruffin is been the impact player for 7 times in a row. Not in a row, but 7 times out of the whole season. But I think one of the things that speaks volumes is that we now have multiple players, Jamie Mitchell, Dorian McMillan, and they're having double-digit scoring. Double-digit scoring. That's what you need. Dre. Lord have mercy. Tatum is defensively and offensively. All right, so Alabama State beat Valley 92-55. Alabama A&M beat UAPB 82-70. Jackson State beat Bethune-Cookman 91-86. Alcorn falls to FAMU 86-78. Ooh, Texas Southern beat Southern 74-73. Y'all, Southern been, I think Southern might be in 5th place right now. And then Prairie View, who I want to say is at the bottom of the bottom, they beat Grambling. And you know Grambling beat Jackson State. What's going on in Grambling? Oh, God. Oh, Lord. So what do you guys think about that win? Y'all not excited enough for me. I'm excited. I'm excited by this win. Dre, you not excited? That's not exciting to you? Beating Bethune-Cookman? I was happy. I was like, thank God. Because it's looking kind of shaky. You done beat Bethune-Cookman. I feel kind of good right now. Dang, we still all the way at the 1, 2, 3, 4. We're still in 5th. Bethune-Cookman's leading the conference 10-3. So they have to drop 2 more games in order for it to be anything. And that would be hard. They would be hard pressed to drop 2 more games. They have to drop 2 more games, and Alabama A&M, Southern, Arkansas, Pine Bluff, nor Jackson State can lose any games. We tied for second. Oh. We are tied for second, but I want to say we lost to, I know for a fact we lost to Southern, and I know we lost to Arkansas, Pine Bluff. So while we are tied for second, I want to say when it comes to seeding, that's going to play a part in it. Hey, Mr. Ford.
Hey, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I was just waiting on you.
Yeah, I was down there watching a little bit of the Knicks and Detroit. I just wanted to get a look at that.
Okay. Well, right now we're talking about, of course, none other than SWAC basketball. We're on the men right now.
I thought about you Monday. I saw the Bethune-Cookman Jackson
State game.
Yeah, I saw it.
What you think about it? Because you was kind of on Saturday. You was kind of harsh. You was like, "Look, they not playing like I thought they."
Well, let me say this: if Mo had brought in 2 big men that could run and jump, y'all would own the SWAC. Because, like I told Doc last night, that Ruffin kid is he got that Allen Iverson in him. He got that. He's Allen Iverson 2.0. I love that McMillan kid.
Oh, he was 6 of 7 from 3-point range.
Yeah, but he's smart. That McMillan kid is smart. He knows what he's supposed to do wherever he is on the floor. He's a championship ball player. He's a championship. But like I say, you know, if Mo had brought in 2 6'8" kids who could run and jump with that kid Ruffin, y'all would own the SWAC. Y'all would own the SWAC. No doubt about it. But he missed out.
So do you want to speak to everyone?
Yeah, hey, wait a minute. Hey, Miss Whitley. Is Miss Whitley on there, right? Yes. Hey, Miss Whitley. Okay, how about Miss Mary? Hey, Miss Mary. I think Miss Mary was on, I spoke to her last night on Doc's show. Okay, what about Brandy? Hey, Brandy. Is Brandy on here? Okay, what about Lady T?
Yep, she's here.
Hey, Lady T. Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody else.
Hey, everybody else. Yeah. But let me tell you this. If he had brought in 2 6'8" that could run and jump, I'm telling you now, Jackson would own the SWAC in basketball. Because that kid is phenomenal. That kid is something else. Now, I'm going to say this again. I disagree with this whole thing of having him with all that ball handling. You need to free this kid can score from anywhere. You need to free him up. Now I can understand, some ball handling, but that kid is a scorer, and he can score from anywhere on the floor.
I think that he's the guard that needs to be bringing the ball down every time. Sorry.
No, baby, that's too much.
Because they're going to double team him and open up avenues for McMillan, for Jamie Mitchell, for Now, Mr. Ford, I'm gonna be real messy here. We are supposed to do our Black history, right? And I want you to talk a little bit about the Black history, okay, Mr. Ford? Dang, I can't hear you, Mr. Ford. As soon as I was getting ready to ask him a messy question. Come back. I can't hear you, Mr. Ford. Dang, y'all. I'm going to get it cracking.
Yep.
I can hear you now a little bit.
Huh?
Oh, now I can hear you. Mr. Ford, I was going to ask you, okay, so what I wanted to ask you was, of course, we want to send a condolences, of course, to the family of Reverend Jesse Jackson, civil rights icon, and we definitely want to send those condolences. But I wanted to ask a question because, of course, if anybody knows about during that time what transpired and how it came about, it would be you. So the question that I would like to ask is, of course, can you kind of highlight Reverend Jesse Jackson and his role during the civil rights era, and just talk a little bit about his history with relationships and whatnot? That's going to be our segment for tonight.
Okay, now what's lost in history is he was the SGA president at North Carolina A&T. Most people don't know. The other thing that most people don't know is that he was a big time athlete at A&T. He was like a running back. He was quarterback. Now, he came from a high school out of Greenville, South Carolina. I want to say that high school was called, was it Sterling? It was a Coach Mathis. He has two daughters. Coach Mathis has two daughters here in Atlanta. Both of them are attorneys. Okay. And they were very close with Jesse, with Reverend Jackson. But anyway, when he was in high school, Coach Mathis, I'm not sure what was the name of that high school, but it was out of Greenville, South Carolina. They played a national schedule. They would come to Atlanta. They would go to Tennessee. They would go to North Carolina. They would go to Alabama. And Coach Mathis, actually his dream was that Reverend Jackson, would go to the NFL as a quarterback.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In football?
In football. They actually sent him to the University of Illinois, the Fighting Illini, but he didn't like it because they said he liked them white girls. And so they sent him back to South Carolina.
Wait, you saying he didn't like it?
Well, it was kind of mutual. Yeah, because, Jesse liked them white girls out there, and that's Champaign-Urbana.
So if he liked white girls, why wouldn't he like being there?
Well, they didn't. The white people there didn't like that. We're talking about 1959, 60 now.
You can't like the white girls at North Carolina A&T either.
Well, no, I don't think it was really no white girls at A&T. A&T is where he met his wife.
Oh, now he was interested in the white girls, but he had to go back home and
He had to go back home. But anyway, he went back to A&T and was a big time football player at A&T. Played quarterback, played little running back. Ran up. He always tells the story that A&T went down to Tallahassee to play Jake Gaither's Florida A&M Rattlers, and he said it was like 40 ball players from A&T, and when they went back home, 39 of them was hurt because they ran into them Rattlers. Them Jake Gaither.
So they always been bad.
Who's that?
The A&T Aggies.
Well, they were good, but they just ran into them Rattlers, baby. Oh. They ran into them Rattlers, back then.
So can you highlight I Am Somebody speech from him? Why is that such a huge part of history?
Well, after Dr. Martin Luther King was assassinated April 4th, 1968, we were like floundering as far as looking for a leader. And he kind of emerged. They had a big convention in a place called Gary, Indiana. I think it was 1971. The mayor of Gary, Indiana was a guy named Dick Hatcher. Dick is deceased now. He was a lawyer. He was also the mayor of Gary, Indiana. Gary, Indiana is also the home of the Jackson family, Michael Jackson, all them. And anyway, after that convention, he kind of emerged as the heir apparent to Dr. King. Okay.
So is it true that he wiped Dr. King's blood on his shirt and ran to
Chicago? Yeah, that's true.
Chicago, and he was pretending like he was helping a Dr. King, even though Dr. King was already gone, and he kept the shirt on for like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
Yeah, that's all. That's true.
Is it also true he's an informant of the government?
Damn, a lot of people. You should go back, read the guy Steve Coakley. Steve is deceased. Steve did a whole thing on it. The whole thing he did. Steve did a piece on the assassination of Dr. King, which he said that a number of those ministers were FBI informants. And he said that the ones on the balcony with Dr. King, the ones who didn't have on the ties, they were the ones who were the informant. And the ones that did have on ties were the ones with Dr. King. Now, supposedly, Steve Coakley dug up some film where a minister by the name of Billy Cowell admitted that they placed Dr. King on that balcony so he could be shot. Yeah. His name was I think his name was Billy Cowles, where he actually admitted that they set Dr. King up so he could be shot. Now, the other thing is that William Peppers, look up William Peppers, put William Peppers in your thing. He wrote a book about the assassination of Dr. King. He says that the people were fooled because they were pointing in the wrong direction. He says Dr. King was shot from the ground. He was not shot from that, the famous picture of Dr. King laying down. He's been shot and everybody's pointing over there. That's not where the shot came from. He says the shot came from the ground. And look up William Peppers. He wrote a book about the assassination of Dr. King.
He was a prominent lawyer known for his defense of James Earl Ray, the assassinating Martin Luther King Jr., and for his theory suggesting government involvement in the assassination, which, of course, we all know, didn't the government actually admit to being complicit in the assassination at a later date?
Yeah, they did. They did. Yeah,
they said Pepper argued that Ray was framed and that the assassination was part of a larger conspiracy involving various government entities, including the FBI and military. But to my point, Dr. King, and he basically alluded to this, which was that he felt like he led his people into a burning house, right? And so
Well,
that is the reason why they killed him, right? Because he was
no,
talking about
that's not why they killed him. They killed him because of the fact that he went against the Vietnam War. When he made that speech at Riverside Church, which is probably his greatest speech ever, and he
mm,
called America the greatest purveyor of violence in the world, and he talked about what they were doing in Vietnam,
mhm.
that's when they decided he had to go. But now, just fighting segregation in America, no, no. See, Dr. King said two things. He said, got to get rid of capitalism at home, got to get rid of imperialism abroad. See, you got to remember, Nelson Mandela, he started his activism watching Dr. King. But here's the difference. After the Sharpeville riots, Nelson Mandela said he could no longer be nonviolent. And he went out and organized a guerrilla army to fight the South African government.
Mm.
Yeah. But initially, he was mimicking or imitating Martin Luther King.
Mm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's just, I think it's really complex how the civil rights took a turn. And later, of course, we know that Reverend Jesse Jackson did have the Rainbow Coalition, and he did a lot of great things.
Yeah, initially it was Breadbasket, Operation Breadbasket.
But it's complex. The civil rights, the impact that it had, and then even just Reverend Jesse Jackson wanting to be the first Black president, right? And then for him to see Barack Obama being sworn in, and he was tearful about that, and he was very emotional because he never saw that.
Now, don't forget, before Jesse Jackson, we had a lady by the name of Shirley Chisholm.
Right.
She was a member of Congress out of New York, out of Brooklyn. She ran for president. She sought the Democratic nomination. And what the Democratic Party did, they hired Walter Frontroy and them other Negroes to destroy her candidacy. And they did it. Yeah.
The same thing with, didn't they destroy Reverend Jesse Jackson as well? They blocked him from
what they did was they used an incident, two things. They claimed that he used the term Jaime, called New York Jaime Town. And then, in 84, one of his biggest backers was Minister Louis Farrakhan. And they claimed that Minister Farrakhan threatened a reporter who was writing for the Washington Post, Milton Coleman.
Ooh.
And they used that. Yeah, they used that.
They tried that against Obama with Reverend Wright. You remember Reverend Wright?
That's right. Jeremiah Wright. Jeremiah Wright went to Virginia Union. I've worked with a man whose wife went to Virginia Union with Reverend Jeremiah Wright. And she said that Jeremiah Wright was a very student activist when he was at Virginia Union. But she said that he also was a part of a team that serviced Lyndon Johnson when Lyndon Johnson had a heart attack. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, so may he rest in peace.
Yeah.
Last but not least, they said that the term African American came from him.
Yeah, it did. It did.
And a lot of people are saying that they want to get rid of that word, African.
Well, you have to understand, probably about between every 20 to 40 years, the oppressor has to continue to change. We'll be colored, we're Negroes, because on my birth certificate, I'm a Negro. Okay, they'll say Negroes, colored, African American. That's to keep us confused.
Even if you get an updated one, it'll say Negro on it, Mr. Ford.
Well, my birth certificate says Negro. Yeah, says Negro. And they use that to keep us confused. Okay, you got to go back and read that book was called The Willie Lynch Theory. And one of the things the slave master said was they wanted our body but they didn't want us to have a mind. Okay? They needed our body, but they didn't need our mind. The worst thing was for our people to have a mind, to be able to think. Yeah, they didn't want that. Yeah. And so one of the things they've always done when they run up on figures, our people who can think, who can critically think and solve problems, they want to get rid of those people.
Well, thank you for our Black History segment, Mr. Ford. I always enjoy listening to your insight, being that you grew up and you know have so much insight into those historical eras and the
And
stories.
let me just say this: the word Negro comes from a Greek word necro. I think it's Necro. You can look it up. Necro means a human being who is walking dead. It's a body, but they don't have a mind. And that's where we get the word Negro from.
What?
When they tell you that Negro means black, that's a lie. Negro comes from a Greek word necro, and it means the walking dead. And that's what they've always said about us. See, actually, when they were calling us Negroes, they were insulting us. They were saying we were the walking dead.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. The term necro originates from the Greek word nekros, meaning dead body or corpse.
Yeah.
It is used as a prefix in various contexts, often relating to death, corpses, or dead tissue. For example, it appears in the medical terms like necrosis and necro.
Yeah. And that's, remember what Malcolm used to say, we don't know who we are. You know, you used to always talk about our children. He said one of the problems with the black child was that we can't tell him who he is. We can only tell him that his people were slaves. And that was the biggest lie ever been told. You don't talk about Mansa Musa, okay? You don't talk about the biblical figures who tell you over and over that they were black. King Solomon bragged about his blackness. David told you he was black. That Shulamite girl in what was that book called? It was one of the books written by Solomon. She talked about her blackness. The Bible says that the original Jews were black unto the ground. You know, see, we can't talk to our children about that because that's been kept away from us.
Okay, so back to basketball. It looks like Bethune-Cookman was able to hold out versus Alabama State. So they have only 3 losses. They have 11 wins, 82-71 to just beat Alabama State. And then everybody else, Alabama A&M, Southern, Arkansas, Pine Bluff, and Jackson State are 8-5. Florida A&M and Texas Southern are 7-6. Alabama State 6-8. Grambling State is 5-7. Prairie View is and Alcorn is 5-8, and then Valley is 0-12.
Well, like I said, now I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that Bethune-Cookman wins the regular season championship. Now they've got to get those 2 kids back, that Dr. Bradley and that kid from Dallas. You know, that kid from Dallas is also a McDonald's All-American. I can't remember his name. Doc told me his name. He's from Dallas. But anyway, when they get those 2 kids back, Bethune-Cookman is totally different. And it's going to be interesting. Now, to be honest with you, I'm going to be shocked if Bethune-Cookman doesn't win that.
Yeah, it would be.
SWAC
They
tournament.
would have to lose 2 games, and then on top of losing 2 games, the 8-5 folks would have to win out, meaning they couldn't drop any games.
Right.
So it's we have only a couple weeks left. There's still some basketball to be played, but like you said, Bethune-Cookman does have that advantage with the cushion for the wins that they had at the beginning of the season. I love the fact that we were able to win that game at home. We really, really needed that because it was getting like the talk and chatter was getting loud, Mr. Ford.
Uh-huh.
The talk and chatter was getting loud, you know, to have such a talented team and take these losses. You know, Grambling lost to Prairie View.
Is that men or women?
Men.
Okay.
Now Grambling beat us, but they lost to Prairie View, and then Southern Men's dropped another game to Texas Southern. Oh, Dr. Carey wanted to ask you, do you think that Coach Charlie Ward is doing a good job?
For first year, yeah. What's that record so far?
7-6, 10-14 overall.
Yeah, he's doing good. Now, here's the thing. What he's going to have to do? He's got to go into conferences like the Big 10, the Big 12, SEC, ACC, and pick up their scraps and bring them to Tallahassee.
Their scraps.
Yeah, the kids they don't want. Yeah, the kids they don't want. Because see, here's the thing. You take a third stringer out of the ACC, he comes to FAMU, he's All-American. We've seen that over and over.
He's all-world.
Yeah, he's all-world.
I think they said they have an All-American.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If he can do that, and I know he wants to do the high school thing too, but if he could bring maybe 2 or 3 from the Big 10, 1 or 2 from the ACC, or 1 or 2 from the SEC, he can do some things. But he's got to build that program. That program is, they got to be patient. I know nobody has patience these days, but give him some time.
Well, I don't know why folks be saying be patient.
Yeah, you got to be patient. Got to be patient. There's got to be some patience. Got to be some patience. But yeah, I think he's doing okay. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Now the main thing is he's got to get them recruits in. Because like that's what I'm saying about Jackson. Is I was sitting there Monday night looking at that team, and I was saying if Mo could have brought in 2 big men that could run and jump and play with that Ruffin kid, Jackson would own the SWAC. 2 big men that could run and jump and play with that Ruffin kid and with that other kid. What you call him? Is it McMillan? What's his name? Is it McMillan?
Dorian McMillan. McMillan.
Oh, I love him. Oh, he's smart.
When I tell you, he was shooting nothing but net. Nothing but net. I'm surprised.
I've always said he had a beautiful shot. His trajectory is just great.
Of course, they went. I think it's his 7th week of being, of course, the player of the week for Deshaun Ruffin. But I'll definitely say, like, Dorian McMillan was right there in terms of getting that title, just because he had amazing stats. I was like, wow, they are really putting it together. And I like how we had, I want to say, at least 3 in double digits. Let me pull it up. Yep. Deshaun Ruffin had 28 points, 4 steals, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. Jamie Mitchell had 21 points, 5 steals, 1 assist, 1 block, and 8 rebounds. Dorian McMillan had 20 points, 7 rebounds. He was 6 of 7 from 3-point range, 7 of 11. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better hit from everyone else, right?
Yeah.
And Deshaun Ruffin, one thing I love about him is he's going to take it every single time. He's going to take it through the paint, through everybody, and he's going to draw the foul.
Yeah, he's a slasher.
He only had 15 of his 28 points came from the free throw line.
Yeah.
He was 15 of 16 from the free throw line.
Right. All I say to you is just imagine if you had 2 6'8" big men that could run and jump. Do you know how great that team would be? Like you said, with his penetration, with his ability to shoot from the perimeter. You know, like I say, to me, he's like a Allen Iverson 2.0.
And we needed Jalen Tatum defensively. I love the defense that he bought. I loved it. Devin Reed, of course, had close to double digits. He had 9 points, 3 rebounds. It was a very tough fought game because Bethune-Cookman had Jacoby Heedy and Daniel Rouzan.
Yeah.
Or Ruzan. 25 points apiece. So they made up more than 50% between 2 players. And 23 rebounds between the 2 of them. I mean, it was literally them. Like you said, they're missing a couple of players. And you can tell based off of coach's rotation. And I know you said that he plays like what, 10 players?
10 players, and all of them get double-figure minutes.
So I think that though missing those players is putting he's trying to work out that rotation now that he doesn't have those 2 players.
Yeah.
So I was excited about this game. Bench points, 18 points from the bench for Jackson State. And 18 bench points off for Bethune-Cookman as well.
Yeah.
That was a hard fought game, Mr. Ford.
Yeah, but like I said, I if he gets those 2 players back, I favor him to win the SWAC tournament. I really do.
And now we get ready to play Alcorn State. Jackson State got to play
them Saturday
in Lorman.
Oh, that's gonna be a big game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a huge game.
Yeah.
So, hey, all right. Okay, Mr. Ford, you remember you said something about you were watching Perry White, right? The other day. You was watching him, and he basically was speaking about Marshall Faulk.
Yeah, he was speaking about Marshall Faulk.
So that particular clip, he clipped it, and it's actually causing some headway on the airwaves.
Aren't you excited that we got Marshall Faulk?
So I'm gonna play it for everybody just in case you haven't seen it. And baby, some folks. Have you heard the street committee? Where your folks from Southern at, Mr. Ford? Because he's going.
Listen,
off.
The people from Southern is happy. They like the FAMU people.
Well, he is a person from Southern. This is how he feels about it.
It's a breath of fresh air in Baton Rouge.
Huh?
It's a breath of fresh air among the Jaguar Nation. I know the ones up here are very happy. Just like I keep telling you, the people at FAMU are very happy.
Well, here's what he had to say about it.
Okay.
Weren't you excited that we got Marshall Faulk? You thought, hey, we're going to do things differently now all of a sudden. You tell me I'm lying. Because I thought that. I'm like, we get this coach who has this pedigree, this background, and I'm saying being a former guy in media, being a Hall of Famer. I'm thinking things are going to be different in how we do business and operate. We're almost 3 months in, and here I am. It shouldn't be no reason for the simple stuff. I don't care. All right, you want to wait on the Nike deal? Cool. Got you. He didn't show up at signing day? Cool. But the simple stuff is you have a social media with hundreds of thousands of followers, and we're not being promoted on there. We're not even in your bio. Anything that you see on his page on Instagram is because somebody tagged him to it. If I'm tripping, I'm tripping. And I'm man enough to let y'all know, Perry, you're tripping.
And he's tripping.
I'm just telling you, if I'm hired at Southern today, it's in my bio tonight. If I'm hired at Southern today, I got on Southern gear right now. It ain't even Nike or Under Armour. It's just Southern. But for those of you out there who don't see it my way, that's fine. I'm just observing things. And my observation is clearly he's never been a head coach before, and I don't have no problems with him. And you see, I ain't even said nothing about the staff. I feel that he sits, hey, I put together a great enough staff. They got things while I'm away. But even when you hear, not just while you away, let's look at the totality of it. Where's go get your season tickets at? He's not even on the schedule. What if we put out from athletics that has shown anything of Marshall Faulk? But what are we doing when we hire the guy that's supposed to bring visibility? Remember, visibility. That's what he brings. That's what you don't get when you hire a regular football coach. Remember, you bring in a guy who has celebrity status because of visibility. And that's all I'm saying. And when I go look on his Instagram with thousands of followers, I don't see head coach at Southern University. I don't even see it in his bio. I don't see anything post, but I see you promoting a pool party Sunday. Get your tickets if you're in Vegas at the Sahara.
Oh,
he'll be the host.
Oh,
I just thought things would be different. So far in February, we done missed putting out the schedule and National Signing Day, and our coach was on neither one of them. So is that tripping?
Yes.
Am I tripping?
Yes.
Weren't you excited that we got Marshall?
Okay. So one thing that I would like to say is you are promoting a pool party or whatever you want to call it, right? Now I'm gonna look at you. I would be looking at you with the side eye too. And the reason why I would is because more than likely he's getting paid to, if he's the host of that pool party, he's getting paid. But he's not making the money that he makes for that pool party. He's not making that type of money that he's going to make at Southern.
Yeah, let me say this.
A base of 400,000. You didn't make 400,000 to promote the pool party.
Perry hanging around that coon over there at Alabama A&M too much. He's letting that stuff rub off on him. I've said this to you, and I've said it to many people. They brought Marshall Faulk there to do two things: win the SWAC, and then bring Southern to the Celebration Bowl. All that other stuff y'all talking about a pool party, to me, that's, like they used to say back in the day, I don't know if you probably remember it, they used to say, don't sweat the small stuff. That's what y'all doing. Y'all sweating the small stuff. Okay, that's not important. Okay, see, like I said again, Perry been around that coon over there at Alabama A&M too much. They're always looking for some kind of breach. Always looking for controversy. We used to call that irresponsible journalism. Okay, if you want to look at something, let's look at how many games he wins this fall. Okay. Does he win the SWAC? Okay. Does he get Southern to the Celebration Bowl? That's what the rubrics is all about. I could give a damn about a party in Vegas. I don't care that he didn't list Southern in his bio. You know why? Because everybody I know knows that Marshall Faulk is the head football coach at Southern University. Yeah. So what they need to do is come up with some more content. Yeah. Come up with some more content. That's what we need to do.
So me personally, if I'm paying you $400,000, you've never been a head coach at the collegiate level, and when you did your interview, you was highlighting, I'm like Deion. Damn it, I'm expecting some Deion-like stuff. I'm expecting a Deion excitement. I'm expecting the Deion experience. That's what you told it in order for you to get the job.
Well,
You
like
over
I
there
said,
bragging about the Deion experience. So I would like to see it. You said that you want to be like Deion, but you're not doing what Deion was doing. You want to take the same path as Deion, but you're not. I looked it up today just to see if I was tripping. Despite what Deion did at his exit of Jackson State and some of the narratives he had, he was dripped down in Jackson State. And who do you think has more booked engagements, Deion Sanders or Marshall Faulk? I'm expecting for some. Isn't that a part of media, Mr. Ford? Like, even Jackson State has its own media team.
Yeah, and that's what Southern, that stuff that Perry is talking about, that should be handled by the media team. I mean, yeah, he could be involved with that and everything, but let's keep the real thing. The real thing is they brought him there to win the SWAC and to get Southern to the Celebration Bowl. All that other stuff that he was talking about, that's secondary. That's preliminary stuff. That's not the main thing. That's not the real thing.
It should be mandatory.
Well,
especially if y'all are highlighting that you're going to be like Deion. It needs to be mandatory. That is part of, and the reason why we say it's a part of winning is because that's a part of recruiting. So normally folks will be like, that's not how the game has to be played on the field, blah, blah, blah. But in this new age of social media, these young men, they like to see all that type of stuff, even if it's glitz and glam from an HBCU and it's the culture or whatnot. They like to see that type of stuff. That helps with recruiting. But Mr. Ford, you basically saying win.
Yeah, that's what they brought him there for.
But that's the problem, though. In the first year, if he doesn't do what they like, that's the first thing that they're going to bring up is he didn't do this, that, and the third, and he didn't do this, that, and the third. I promise you.
Like I said, you were asking about the people over here and what's the T? The people I talk to that I work with and the people I've met here in Atlanta, because there's a lot of Southern people over here, they happy. They ain't got no problems with Marshall Faulk. They feel like, things are looking up. They got, happy days are here again. From what I'm listening to them talk. And I'll say this again.
They said you can't be a coach somewhere and not have it in your bio. Come on now, Mr. Ford.
Listen, everybody I've talked to knows that Marshall Faulk is the head football coach at Southern University in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Everybody knows it.
He better win. Them
Yeah,
folks
that's what they brought him there for. They brought him there to win the SWAC. Okay?
Let him
be like
up and
Pete Richardson, to be like Arnett Mumford. That's why they brought him there.
Why would you bring him there to be like Arnett Mumford and Pete Richardson, and he doesn't even have the coaching pedigree of those historic coaches.
Well, they were thinking outside of the box, and you got to remember, Southern, like FAMU, like Jackson State, like Grambling, these fan bases and those schools feed off of championships. They would do whatever it takes to win championships.
I cannot believe that they did that with Pete Richardson. Like when I think of Pete Richardson or the W.C. Gordons of the world, or when I think about these types of coaches, and Dre points out that Pete Richardson didn't have to have social media or NIL money, but also he just was a damn good coach and he had the resume to back it up.
Oh yeah, he was right. He was a damn good coach. Now he was that. He demanded perfection
to a point where you have somebody who's never even coached at the collegiate level as a head coach, has never won any type of big championships as a head coach, and you're comparing him to the greats. I would be offended, actually. I'm not going to lie. I would be offended if my legendary coach is being compared to the likes of someone who's never had any type of coaching pedigree.
Well, the expectations are the same.
He wasn't even a good they said he wasn't even a good coach, a running back coach in Colorado. Lord,
well, we're gonna see what kind of head coach he is. We're gonna find out.
They ain't have to
We're
say
gonna
that.
find out.
They didn't not have to say
By the way, do you know when do they start spring training at Southern?
They doing that. That's the thing. We don't know because they don't have nothing out. They just kind of like, it's kind of like blowing in the wind, Mr. Ford. Ain't nobody told us nothing.
Okay.
That's stuff that your coach determines. I don't know. I feel like any other place not named Southern, if the head coach isn't showing up, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be a problem. They said his picture's not even on the schedule. We don't know if he'll be at SWAC Media Day because we don't know if he's going to be out of town.
Yeah. I'm thinking he'll be at SWAC Media Day.
You giving him a lot of grace, Mr. Ford.
No, I just feel like he'll be at SWAC Media Day.
Hosting pool parties. Listen, he gonna have to. Southern and FAMU, Mr. Ford. If you really want to keep it a buck, Southern and FAMU has to bring it this year, and the reason why is because they got all this money, all this moolah for their coaches, the coaching pool. They have everything they need.
Yeah, and I'm looking for Alabama State to bring it.
And, Alabama State has always bought it. I have never.
That's what I'm saying. I'm looking forward to them bringing it. And I was thinking about my school. I'm hoping that Grambling brings it.
I'm hoping that Grambling does not bring it, Mr. Ford.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Grambling brings it. And I was looking at the recruiting class at Alabama A&M, 39 strong. Mm-hmm. I do feel that they're going to bring it. Did you see their quarterback room?
From Alabama A&M?
Yeah.
I told you that they had got a quarterback, and then they might bring back
Mekhi Hagan.
He's still there?
He's there. So it's Quad Brown. Yeah, he's there. Quad Brown is there. Ooh. They brought in the kid from Penn State. They brought in the kid from Missouri, from your home state.
Blue said maybe he'll invite the media to his pool party at the Sheraton in Birmingham instead of SWAC Media Day.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Pool party at SWAC Media Day.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
He's got to bring it because baby Andrew Body's gonna bring it.
Oh, they said that there's some 7-year quarterbacks. That's what Tiger
I
Nation.
saw one player was a 9-year player, wasn't it? Some kid this is gonna be his 9th year of college football. Did you see that article?
I did not, but wow.
Yeah, that's a guy. It's gonna be his 9th year of college football. TJ Finley, I think, is gonna be his 7th year of college football. Trinidad Chambliss will be his 6th year of college football. Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, they usually don't keep. Nope. At SWAC Media Day, everybody clears out. Maybe he does need to have a pool party because everybody clears out. Everybody gone. As soon as SWAC Media is over, like at 2 or 3, it's like a ghost town there.
But they get together the night before, right? Don't they get together the night before?
Well, maybe I don't be included because I'll be in my room getting ready for SWAC Media Day the night before.
Yeah, I thought the night before all of them come together and talk and break bread and
They said they hope they have their doctorate's degree with that much free education.
Now who is that?
Those kids that have that much.
Oh yeah. Well, TJ Finley, I think this will be his 7th year of college football. Yeah.
Okay. Next up, we have the HBCU Legacy Bowl. Have you been keeping up with that, Mr. Ford?
Not really. The game is when this weekend?
Yes.
What time?
Can go to Blues podcast. He has all of the practices. He's uploaded them. Of course, it's Team Robinson. I'm gonna pull the stuff up real quick.
Yeah, because I heard the kid from was it Elijah? What's that kid's name at Morgan State? I heard he was looking really good. Is it Elijah Hunter? What's his name?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to pull it up for you, Mr. Ford.
Yeah, I heard some good things about him.
Yes. And if you guys are able to see the NFL Network promoting the HBCU Legacy Bowl, it just kind of goes to show like why it's so important to have these types of platforms that are available to us and how we should not be taking them for granted. I think a lot of times people kind of like downplay the opportunity of the HBCU Legacy Bowl and everything that it encompasses, but it is really a dope thing to be a part of. It's well put together. They're highlighting the players, and then there's the combine. They have the job fair that they do.
Hey, did James Houston play in the Legacy Bowl?
I believe that he played in East-West Shrine Bowl, I think.
Okay. What about that kid from Florida A&M, that defensive back?
I believe. Don't quote me.
You remember that defensive back that's with Dallas? He's from Florida A&M?
Or no, maybe it's the NFLPA Bowl. Bowl. I believe. I think he was in one of those bowls, like he was in the NFLPA Bowl, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Jeremiah Williams is down there, right?
Yes, I'm getting ready to pull it up so we can go through the players.
Yeah.
One thing that I will say that I did see was former Jackson State defensive back Kedron Culligan. He's a alumnus of Jackson State. He was at Jackson State. I think he was training with AJ Petty or just doing a workout. But I did not know this, but he's been retained by the Tennessee Titans.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So he's on the team with Cam Ward.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Former Jackson State an alum. So let me pull up the players, and then I'll read what Steve Weiss said in terms of like what players that they saw today that were doing really good.
Okay.
And he's covering it all, Mr. Ford, with all
Okay,
the
that's Steve.
Yes.
Yeah, Steve's a Bison. He's a Howard University graduate.
As well as the NFL Network. So and this is what
Used
we
to
talk
write for
about, Mr. Ford. Yes. This is what we talk about when we talk about exposure, Mr. Ford, and why it's so important to use your social media. NFL Network is using their social media to promote. Steve Weiss is using his social media to promote. He has 144,000 followers. NFL Network has 5.1 million followers. This is why it's important, right? Because now you're going to have folks tuning into the HBCU Legacy Bowl to see what these players are all about. All right. Travonta Abner. You remember him, Mr. Ford, from Alabama A&M?
What position?
Tight end.
Yeah, I remember him. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He was good.
You want to do it by position or just in order of last name?
Well, you have to make me know him.
Let's do it by position.
Okay.
Khalil Ashley Diarra is a tight end from Fayetteville State University.
Okay.
Caden Davis is a tight end from Fayetteville State University. Oh, wait, let me make sure I got this correct. Yep. Okay. And then Dupree Fuller from Southern.
Yeah, I remember Dupree.
You would definitely remember Dupree Fuller.
Yeah, I remember him. I thought he was underutilized. I remember seeing him in the first game.
Okay. At defensive end, they have Michael Atkins from Texas Southern University.
Michael number? What?
9.
Okay, that's his number, Texas Southern?
Yeah.
Okay.
Michael Luntz II, number 11 from South Carolina State University.
Yeah, I remember him.
Quincy Robinson from Delaware State, number 12.
Yeah, I remember him too.
James Stewart from Tennessee State University. So they do not have Quincy Ivory positioned as a defensive end. They have him and Kelby Givens as defensive linemen.
Well, see, both of them guys there, you can make them hybrids. They can put their hand in the dirt or they can stand up. And that's what the NFL loves. They love them kind of players. Yeah. Them guys like that. They're hybrids. Yeah. Put their hand in the dirt or they can stand up.
Okay. I did see somebody else highlighting, and they indicated that they like him at defensive end. Tim Alderman is from North Carolina A&T University's defensive lineman. Okay. Bryce Cage, number 4 from Grambling.
Yeah, I remember him.
Kelby Givens, Southern University, number 1, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Quincy Ivory, defensive lineman of Jackson State University and SWAC Defensive Player of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
Jamal Jones, Bowie State University. Noah Miles, defensive lineman from Howard University. Israel Nwokocha of Benedict College. Sean Robinson of Fayetteville State University. Tony Roundtree Jr. of Savannah State, and Christian Smith, number 0 from North Carolina Central University.
Okay, you said his position was what?
All of these are defensive linemen that I just read to you.
Yeah, I think I remember him. He was good. You don't know what his number was at Central. What was his number at Central?
0.
Yeah, he was tough. I remember him. Oh, yeah.
We're going to go to running back.
Okay.
Curtis Allen of Virginia Union University.
Is that the guy that won the Harlan Hill?
I want to say that's him.
Big giant guy.
Now, he's definitely on like a lot of hot lists. Curtis Allen.
Oh, yeah, he was a big guy.
He's the first player from HBCU to win the Harlan Hill Trophy.
Yeah, win the Harlan Hill. That's right.
Denario Davenport from Jackson State University.
Oh, yeah. You know, I remember him.
Reggie Davis, running back from Alcorn State University.
He was tough. I remember him too.
Marquise Gillis of Delaware State University. Boy, we had some running backs this year.
And they had a stable up there at Delaware State too. They had a stable of back.
Jaquan Kelly of Winston-Salem State University.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Mosley, North Carolina Central University.
Oh, you know I know him.
How you know him, Mr. Ford?
He showed up. You remember the game I went to? It was Southern versus North Carolina Central. It was
in the beginning of the year. Yeah.
Oh, that guy was unreal. He was something else.
Jacorian Sewell. You know him from Alcorn State.
Yeah, you know I know him.
Gerard Sims, running back from Florida Memorial University. I just think that like the HBCU Legacy Bowl, bar none, is probably one of the greatest type of events that could be put on. Oh. Blue dropping T in the chat, Mr. Ford.
Tell me what Blue talking about.
He said Allen opted out.
Okay, which okay, who is Allen?
I don't know if he opted out of both the combine and the game. I'm hoping he didn't opt out of the combine. That would be the dumbest thing he could do. Christian, the young man from Virginia Union, baby, you need to be at least at the combine.
Oh yeah, the big kid. Oh yeah. Okay.
You have to go to the combine. Like the thing is with you have the opportunity to be seen by all 32 teams.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, like I love this the combine and the Legacy Bowl game just because you have the opportunity to be seen by all 32 teams, and this is one of those once in a lifetime opportunities. You have to train for it, of course, but there might be a team that is looking for something and they didn't know that they could find it, and it's a diamond in the rough. They see you knock it out the ballpark at the combine, they write down your name and they go and look at more film, do background checks on you and whatnot. Then you're supposed to improve from the combine to your pro day. You have about a month?
Mm-hmm.
Less than a month?
Yeah.
Kelby Givens is not healthy, so he opted out as well.
You said he's not healthy?
No.
Oh, okay.
I did not know that. Gerard Sims, Florida Memorial University. All right, at the linebacker position. Now, let me go ahead and read this statement, of course, by Steve Weish, which is that he said that the defense has been dominating. I guess at the OTAs.
Right.
The defenses have been the dominant forces at the All-State HBCU Legacy Bowl practices, but there are some offensive players that have attracted plenty of attention. They're also looking at Alabama State left tackle Cameron Smith, who's 6'7" and 354 pounds. 339 pounds. 354 pounds? Good Lord. All right. At the linebacker position, Jamison Jupe Alston, Winston-Salem State University. Darian Bell, linebacker from Savannah State. Chris Calhoun, Elizabeth City State University. Dominic Davis II from Central State University. Stamarian Edwards. You remember him, Mr. Ford, from Alcorn State.
What was his name?
Stamarian Edwards, number 3.
Yeah.
And then they're highly touting Eric Hunter.
Oh, yeah.
Linebacker.
I saw him several times. He was tough.
Elijah Williams is from Morgan State. I want to say he signed with what? The Minnesota Vikings?
Yeah, he did. He signed with the Vikings, yeah.
Matthew Leach from Fayetteville State University. Jaleel Lenore from Alabama State University. Harold O'Neal III from Hampton University. I saw a tweet earlier about Reed Pulliam.
Yeah, I heard he was looking good. I heard Reed was looking good down there.
Yeah. And then Max Urin, linebacker. I want to say he was preseason MEAC something. So the HBCU Combine, I want to say, is tomorrow, maybe?
Okay.
I think it's tomorrow.
Okay.
Opting out of an opportunity to participate in front of all 32 teams is like opting out of the NFL.
Yeah.
Why would you ever do that? And you know what? I think that the agents, who are their agents? Like, you don't even know if these people are going to come to your pro day. What are you talking about? Why would you wait? You have the opportunity to put not only your athleticism or whatnot on an NFL network. You don't want to run, tackle, catch a ball on the NFL network? That's crazy as hell. Mr. Ford, what do you say about these agents that are telling young men not to participate in the HBCU Legacy Bowl?
You know, a lot of those agents, you know, they're good.
Mr. Ford is out. All right, y'all. Let's move on to quarterbacks. Okay, we got 5 quarterbacks, y'all. The 5 quarterbacks that they have is William Atkins from South Carolina State University, Kelvin Durham from Johnson C. Smith, Walker Harris, North Carolina Central. I didn't know Walker Harris was participating. I wonder who's going to be North Carolina Central's quarterback coming into next year. Jacobian Morgan, Jackson State University, and then of course Prairie View's quarterback Cameron Peters. So you have William Atkins was pretty. You have all 5 of these quarterbacks were impactful for their prospective programs. Yeah, they know they wrong for that. Like, what? What do you mean you're not participating? You're not, no offense, but you're not Shedeur Sanders. Who are these agents? If I was you guys got to be careful who y'all pick as y'all agents. I'm telling you right now, because some of these agents are okay with getting you a camp invite. If you are an HBCU player and you're trying to get more than a camp invite, meaning you're trying to get a undrafted free agent or a lower drafted seed, you have to participate in the bells and whistles of what it means to be in the NFL. If you don't participate, it's like they're giving you the opportunity to have 32 teams see you on a silver platter. It's right here. Do you know how many student athletes would love to be able to compete or show what they got in front of all 32 teams all at once? Like every single team is going to have representation there. And to me, here's what if I am a representative from that particular team and a person opts out and it's not due to like injury, I'm going to look at it as it's a slap in the face, because you guys are, and this is not a knock on HBCU, but this is what other people outside of HBCU spaces feel about our product. And that is that we're not developed as much, or, you know, they're looking for a diamond in the rough. But when you have an opportunity to be on a big stage like this and you say, oh yeah, I'm opting out, it's like, what do you mean you're opting out? You're going to opt your ass right on out to the unemployment line, I guess. I don't know. Right. Like you participating in the HBCU Combine and the Legacy Bowl and you're not injured, you're going to put down a body of work, right? Then from that, you're going to go and you're going to train for a month. They're going to look at your numbers from the Combine at the Legacy, HBCU Legacy Bowl / Combine to Pro Day. There's a couple of things that can happen. If you did good at the Legacy Bowl, they might say, hey, I want to check this prospective player out at his Pro Day. But some of these smaller schools might not necessarily get all 32 teams. So you had an opportunity to be in front of all 32 teams, and then only 9 teams showed up for Pro Day. Like, Doug Williams is giving it to you on a platter, young men. Don't listen to these agents. They don't know what they're talking about. Or you need to get Rashida or something. Get you an agent that specializes in HBCU players. All right. Offensive lineman. We have Daniel Bostic of Kentucky State University, Trayvon Branch of Morgan State University, Gerard Burrell of Morgan State University, Vincent Byrd Jr. of Norfolk State University, Isaiah Cook of Delaware State University, Desmond Daniels of Alabama State University, Charles Davis of Florida A&M, Jeremiah Frazier of Alabama State University, Ashton Grable of Florida A&M University, Justice Johnson of Delaware State University, Christian Loving of Bethune-Cookman University, Noah McKinney of North Carolina Central University, Calvin McMillan of Prairie View A&M University, Darius Meeks, Grambling State University, Bruno Onwuazar, Bruno of Virginia State University, Cesar Reyes of Howard University, Corian Sharp of North Carolina A&T, and Roger Smith of South Carolina State University. Got some big boys over here. This is facts. That is unacceptable. Okay. Okay, we have two kickers. Andrew Brown of North Carolina A&T and Marco Jovicic of Mississippi Valley State. Jaden Carter, this is the DB room for the HBCU Legacy Bowl. Jaden Carter of Morgan State University. Samuel Graham of Bowie State University. Mikkel King Jr. of Tuskegee University. Markel Linzer of Grambling State University. Dalen Long of Norfolk State University. Evan Powell of Winston-Salem State University. Darius Stokes of Florida Memorial University. Jelani Vassell of North Carolina Central University. Gerard Washington of South Carolina State University. At the cornerback position, Carlos Dunavant of Morehouse College, Aaron Harris of North Carolina A&T, TJ Huggins of Florida A&M, and Darnell Stevens of Fort Valley State University. Oh, wow. JJ Evans, this is the wide receiver room, excuse me. JJ Evans of Norfolk State. Armone Harris of Clark Atlanta University. I don't know why I thought he had an extra year. Malik Hunter of Virginia State University. Drashawn Kendrick of Norfolk State University. Makai Lovett of Edward Waters University. John McCall of Kentucky State University. Cameron Nelson of Mississippi Valley State. DeAndre Proctor of Johnson C. Smith. Chauncey Spikes of North Carolina Central University, and Ronnie West of Clark Atlanta University. They have one punter, Elliot Janish of South Carolina State. I wonder, is he going to be punting for both sides? And now we're going to go to safety. DeAndre Morris of Alabama State University. Trevor Randall of Prairie View A&M University. Daryl Tabron of Johnson C. Smith, and Antoine Watts of Bethune-Cookman University. They do not have any long snappers, or at least they're not showing any. They might not have done all that. Okay, so they don't have any. They might not have put up those, which is the kicker, punter, defensive tackle type of thing. So the HBCU Legacy Bowl is going to be, I want to say at 4 p.m. on Saturday. Oh my God. Y'all are messy. Let me show you. Lord. Nephew. Nephew plays too much. But I'm getting ready to pull it out for y'all. Not they're gonna have a Southern pool party. Y'all just gotta throw a pool party. Coach Faulk will be there. Throw a pool party. It says the pool location is 1234 Anywhere Lane in Baton Rouge, at Louisiana. Doors open at 2 p.m. Music, food, and drinks will be available. So if y'all are interested in meeting the coach, that's all you have to do. All right. We did not talk about women's basketball. So before I end the night, I want to talk about women's basketball. Let's talk about women's basketball. Alabama A&M is pulling it away. All right. So first up, we're going to look at the standings. All right. Said pool party. Said, oh, it's a pool party. Oh, I'm there. Recruiting. A pool party. Oh, I'm there. So Alabama A&M women's basketball, of course, they are in the lead 13-1. Alcorn State is right behind them with a record of 11-2. Alabama State is 10-4. Southern is 9-4. Arkansas Pine Bluff is 7-7. Grambling is 6-6. Jackson State is 6-7. Florida A&M is 6-8. Texas Southern's 5-9. Valley 4-9 in conference. Bethune-Cookman 4-10. And then Prairie View has not won a game in conference. Do we have to play them? Because don't let it be us. We don't need to lose to them. Lord have mercy. They ain't won a game. Faulk gonna get him a BET special too. Okay. There was a article done. I don't necessarily know like where it was, but it said that that Coach Vic's special actually garnered more views than a lot of shows for like a couple of years. Like it was a front runner in terms of the amount of people that were watching and checking in. I thought that about a week ago. They said PV whooping up on Valley. What? Not the women. You must be talking about the men, nephew. Valley can't catch a break. Valley can't catch a break. Lord, I can't even read these text messages. Good Lord. Lord have mercy. I can't even read all that. All right. So are we getting our tickets tonight or what? Are we getting our tickets? What we about to do? I don't know if we getting tickets tonight or not. Are we getting tickets? Y'all let me know. All right. Jackson State is 6-7, y'all. If my son was up right now, he would say 6-7. That's what he would say. Alabama A&M. Let me see what other games they have left. They only got 1, 2, 3, 4. Y'all, they got 4 games left, right? And 3 of them are at home. They basically coasting into the SWAC championship. At Bethune-Cookman on Saturday versus Alabama State on Wednesday, I guess, or whatever day we have. Was it Monday? No, the boys are Monday. We do Thursday, I guess. Thursday they play Alabama State. Is this right? Let me see. Yeah, they're 17-9. They played Bethune. So Saturday they were able to beat Florida A&M. So then they played Bethune-Cookman on Saturday, Alabama State, Grambling State, and Southern. Yeah, I don't see us. I think they pretty much got that one wrapped up, y'all. So in terms of Jackson State, let's see what Jackson State could do. What do we got left? We got Alcorn State, their number 2 seed. We need to stay competitive. Then we got to play Prairie View, Texas Southern, Arkansas, Pine Bluff, and Valley. I could see us possibly pulling out 3 of those last 5. 3 of those last 5 games look like they're doable. I'll say the Prairie View game, the Valley game, and the UAPB game are competitive games that we could possibly win. Maybe even Texas Southern. We might be able to pull out a win versus Texas Southern. That one is in Houston, Texas. So, is there any games that you guys would like to go over particularly? Let me know in the chat. Are we? Let me ask here. Y'all are too quiet for me.
Yeah, man, hey, write a check your ass in cash, man. That's all I can say.
It made it big time, Willie! 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 He gone! Willie!
Ooh. Ooh, excuse me. Are we? Anyway, let me go ahead and set this up. Willie made it big time. Willie. Willie. Well, I think that about does it for today. We talked about everything we need to talk about. So I am going to I will see you guys on Saturday. We will be going over of course, the HBCU Legacy Bowl. And what else will we be doing? We'll be like, you know, chopping it up. And I will see you guys on Saturday. Everybody have a blessed evening.
I've had some weary days and some sleepless nights, but when I look around, and I think things over, all of my good days outweigh my bad days. I don't comprehend. The clouds hang low. I can hardly see the road. I ask the question, Lord. Lord, why so much pain? But He knows what's best for me. Although my weary eyes, they can't see, so I'll just say, thank you, Lord. I won't complain. But He is so good to me. He's been good to me. More than this world.